Hello there! Today we're heading out on a bit of an adventure. We're taking a train to a nearby town and from there we will hike to a waterfall. I have never been to this waterfall before, so I am super excited, though we got quite a journey ahead of us. The day is absolutely beautiful. Summer is in full bloom and everything is so lush and green, like a perfect postcard scene. We have just made a quick stop to grab something to eat at a local bakery. It is so charming and the pastries look amazing. The French really know how to make their baked goods look irresistible. Here is a brief glimpse inside, though I will admit it is a bit awkward filming in such a small, cozy place. I continued the journey, but of course, I couldn't wait to eat. I am always too excited about food to hold off. And by the way, just ignore the mess on my face from diving right in. As we continue our hike, we pass by some really clean, beautiful rivers, many of them fed by melted snow from the mountains. Oh, and check this out, a kiwi tree. I have never seen one in real life before, so this is really cool. Now we're getting deeper into nature. The road has turned into just rocks and the pavement is long gone. After a while, I stumbled across this adorable tree house. I have always loved tree houses. I think that probably from watching them in American movies as a kid and never having one myself. You know, there are some childhood dreams that just stick with you, right? As we hike through the charming little towns, I can't help but I feel like I had want to move to every single one of them. They are so peaceful and beautiful. Break time. I tried to film as much as I could, but I was just too tired to film. It is seriously hot out here. At one point, we got a bit lost, but we found what we thought was the right path and continued walking. I spotted a house selling honey along the way, and I wanted to stop to buy some, but I didn't want the extra weight to carry. Spoiler, I didn't get the honey, and I will tell you why later on. Now, we're just walking around the road with no sidewalks. The cars are speeding by so fast that I feel like I might get blown away. That is why I didn't film much here. It wasn't exactly safe. Eventually, we reached another town with a beautiful fountain. I nearly gave myself a full shower with how hot it was. Even the local dog was taking full advantage of the cool water splashing around to beat the heat. I am not going to keep repeating, we just kept walking, but honestly, it was such a long, intense hike. There is so much I couldn't record because of the heat and trying to conserve my phone battery. I am exhausted. So let's just play some music to pass the time. After 2 hours and 30 minutes of walking, we finally reached the town where the waterfall is located. Saying I was happy doesn't even begin to describe how I felt. You can see the waterfall in the distance and it is such a beautiful sight. Take a moment to appreciate this little village. It is so peaceful and picturesque, but you really have to see it for yourself. This waterfall, standing at 64 meters, is particularly impressive during March and April, when the snowmelt make it gush with power. We are in August with all the heat. I am amazed there is still water flowing. Nestled in the mountains, the waterfall is a refreshing escape, but fair warning, the water is freezing. You can only reach the waterfall on foot. If you come by car, you will have to park and walk the last 15 minutes through the forest, which is perfect on a hot day like this. And trust me, the mist from the waterfall when you arrive is a pure bliss. We're almost getting to the place. We got to the runway. There is a car coming. We got to the runway a couple of times already, like twice, but finally we made it. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it there, but those are piers. Be cautious on the last part of the trail, though. It runs alongside the stream and it is slippery. We had to climb over some rocks to get there, which was a bit tricky for someone as inexperienced as me. I probably looked like a crab trying to learn how to crawl. It was funny, but it was too tired and it was too dangerous to film. So you will have just to imagine it. After all that hiking, I definitely burned enough calories to justify my favorite exercise. Of course, eating. I had this incredible quiche, a 4-cheese blend with blue cheese from the bakery earlier. What can I say? I will go back just for that quiche. These well-fed, happy cows couldn't care less about anyone trying to feed them. Nothing to disturb their peace. On our way back, we were so exhausted that we decided to wait for the bus. After 30 minutes of waiting, we gave up and started walking again, worried that the rain was about to start. We even tried calling for a taxi or Uber, but no one would come to such a remote town. About 40 minutes into our walk, we reached a bus stop. My partner heard something coming, and by a miracle, it was the bus. I was so tired, I didn't even notice. We hopped on just as it started to rain. It was honestly a miracle. To the side. If we had kept walking, we would have been soaked and might have missed the last train of the day. In the end, though, we missed the train because of the bus and the tram, but hey, it was an unforgettable adventure. What do you guys think about the way that we got in the bus?
Insane.
Miracle.
Absolutely. There is God after all.
I cannot believe it. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Just imagine like all the cars would splash us even more. I did not
oh
think
my
about
gosh, that would be the worst.
Yeah.
And the slippery road.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have made it to the train. Who knows? You know?
8:30, yes. 7:30, no way.
No, I mean, like maybe we would have been killed on the way.
Oh, that's possible too.